Welcome to Pop, and I am your boy, Papa Ken. Uh, what today is? The 3rd of December. We already like the last couple laps for 2018, and that's awesome. Very awesome. Just wanted to get on here a little bit, just to see how y'all doing. Just to see how y'all doing. Actually, since it's after 12, today would be the day. Um, and actually, let's get a little bit into Elegua. Elegua is the Orisha of the crossroads. He is the Orisha guardian of Ashe. He is the keeper of wisdom. He holds the keys, you know? So, how would you really know this to be to be in physical representation? Like, what does he represent? What is it with the Elegua? And also I wanted to say Elegua, Elegbara, um Papa Legba are not the same spirits. Okay? They're not the same. Are not Baron Samedi. They are not Baron Lacroix. Uh, they are not Baron Criminal. Two totally different, well, actually, totally different aspects. Similar energy, yes. Totally different names, totally different energy. So I just want to point that out that Elegua is not Papa Legba. He is not Baron Samdi. He is not, Baron Lacroix. It's totally different. So let me just throw that out now. I have my cards, but Elegua is said that in his patak he is the child of Oshun. You know, and it could be different stories, but I have to go back into my research and make sure that I am correct. Um, but when he has to come down, meaning in spirit, when Elegua comes down, he he has the physical representation of a child, but it's more so the fact that it's in a childlike manner. How to think of this: when you go to Elegua, when you go to Elegbara, Papa Legba, or whichever crossroad spirit you choose, you have to keep in mind that they are very wise beyond our years. And the reason why I say that, I'll give y'all an example. Elegua will give you what you want. You know, he will make sure that everything I guess you happen to ask for is given to you. But more so in the manner of you got what you wanted, but there comes with a price. And I don't mean that you have to sacrifice anybody or anything dealing with the Illuminati or anything like that. Um, when it comes to petitioning the Orisha, you have to come correct. But with Elegua, you have to keep in mind that if you are not pure, or if you don't have the heart to really see through it is that you want, it's going to be a trick. Hence the word, He's a trickster. They think that it's bad. Most people say that it's the devil. Elegua is not the devil. Oh, and his representation, like physical representation, I would say he comes with the color of red and black. Red and black is his color. Um, and another thing, while I really have this in mind, he doesn't eat children. Like, I don't know who came up with this. I don't know what was the point of it, but me, my mentor, um, his padrino, his padrina, they never really just mention these things. So as a person gets deeper within their study, I'm not initiated. So that's neither here nor there. But when it comes to these certain stories that we do hear about Elegua or Papa Legba or any type of crossroad spirit, nowadays, if it's in mainstream media, it's gonna be saturated, full of shit, you know. But that American Horror Story type of thing, that's not what's up. That So I just want to say personally, if you've worked with Papa Legba or if you work with Elegua, Elegbara, you know the deal. We know the deal. So, but anyway, he comes in the representation of red and black. What does red and black represent? It represents that fire. It represents the vastness aspect of the crossroads spirits that we do love and cherish. Of course, we think um we think when it comes to a child that a child doesn't have the the spiritual vastness that a normal adult would, but that's actually not the case. What it is, a child having the wonder and the mind of a child can also help you. This is why he protects children, because being that a child was so close to the the spirit realm, they was just out of those realms. So of course you hear when children are being able to, see through past lives. They can see spirits. Some of them can recall looking at, seeing spirits or being around certain energies because the child knows that's Elegua. He protects children very well. Um, the physical representation, another one is keys. He likes keys because whenever you happen to need a road opening spell or road opening situation, you would go to Elegua Papa, you would go to a crossroad spirit, and that key is exactly what you need in order to move further down your roads. Um, Hence, I think there's a Spanish word. I'm trying to think of the name of it. I think it's Abre Camino. And I think that translates into open or Elegua. Uh, I have I have worked with him many, many, many times. I love him very dearly. I wouldn't say that. First off, you can't really just tell if you're a child through tarot, you know, either unless spirit comes down and lets you know, or you get an actual reading from a priest or babalao. That's not gonna happen. Everything's susceptible to change. So let me just throw that out there too. Um, But yeah, today is his feast day. So when it comes to Elekwa, how do you serve him? He likes his coffee, he likes candy for sure. He loves candy. Um Roasted corn is a very, very favorite of his. The cigars. I usually doing it three, but whatever you feel led to. So, uh, roasted corn, cigars, candy, coffee. Never forget his coffee. Never, 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 never. In the way that I work with the Crossroads Spirits, I like going to Papa Lekba. I guess it's just something that I myself to really just put a liking to, really. But in my experiences with Papa Lekba, it's very, it's a humbling experience, really. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because as I was saying earlier, say for instance, you wanted to go to Eleguapa, crossroad deities that you needed a little help with opening your roads. If you are not careful and you're not humble, he will he will give you some lessons, and that's what it's all about, really. But he's the representation of lessons. He's the representation of the crossroads. We all have a choice. you know it's not about being evil or good, in some sense, yeah, but when it comes to Elegua, it's totally different. um and when I just sit back and think about a lot of the things that I kind of went through these past 3 years, having me being aware of crossroad deities, it's been a trip. But yeah, but don't get it twisted. He does have a fiery side. He does have a more so like a flambeau type of energy, and that flambeau energy is fire. It's not evil. I just want to state that it's not evil. It's more so volatile. It is quick tempered, but if you know exactly what you're doing with Papa Lekba, uh, you should be good. But as it being Elegua's feast day, roasted corn, um, light some candles for him, you know, um, his cigars, light his cigars, uh, make sure he gets his candy. And if you've ever been to a Misa or a Bembe, um, you will start to notice that he is the first to be acknowledged and the very last to be acknowledged. Why? Because he is a gatekeeper. Gatekeepers, as I said earlier, they hold the key. They can hold the key to your paths, with abundance, love, protection, So I always felt that it was always good to go to Papa Lekva for protection. And I was kind of seeing this for myself. So, that's another aspect. So that's a little bit about today, with Monday being his day. And today is his feast day. Give something to Elekwa and your ancestors as well. So with today being three, I got some tarot cards. Well, actually, they're just playing cards, but um, certain people will give Baron playing cards, me included. I had I had a shrine, I had a table for Baron, and that's exactly what I gave him. Some cards, but that's another topic. So let's see what is the energy like for today. What is going on. Today's the the 3rd of November, December. I guess the first week of December. Let's see what is going on. And I feel the need to pull just 3 cards, with it being the day of Elegua, my father phone. Um, let's see. It's not gonna be long. Just a basic reading for the week, I guess. Okay. Okay. So the first card that I have is the Nine of Spades. I I should have known y'all wouldn't be able to see this, but it is fine. Even if you can't, follow along with me. The Nine of Spades gives us completion. I'm really feeling completion for throughout this week. Getting things done. So far as it seems like it's gonna be a breeze this week. I feel, because I have the King of Hearts, King of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. Okay, so it feels like this week is going to be very, very interesting. But as I was saying with the Nine of Spades, nine gives us completion. Nine gives us that finality of manifestation. So with it being the intellect, I would say pay attention to some of the things that do pop up this week that will have you to be completed. It's gonna need your attention. It's gonna need your focus. That way you can drive it on home. Hmm. I'm feeling, and it could be me. I feel that some relationships could be it could be it could be time to walk away with these certain people that you've been around. I'm not gonna say specifically who or what, but with the King of Hearts, we have a very loving person. We have a very nurturing guy. We have a person that is very modest. He's honest, very caring, and loving. But it also comes with another side to that. Like, if a person can be very, so it has so much love to give, sometimes they can come with, a certain prices. So I do believe love will be the focus throughout this week. And keep in mind that Mercury energy is Elegua. That Mercury energy is Elegua. So, and now that I've kind of had to go through my banks in my little head, now that we're dealing with Elegua on the first day, I feel that throughout the week, it could be certain people could be coming back. Dealing with Mercury retrogrades, sometimes exes could be involved. These lessons that we need to learn will come a little bit more to the forefront, but it all revolves around you. So for this week, try and keep it as kosher as possible. If you have an ex that you really haven't patched things up with, or you haven't found your closure, now would be a good time to really just think about getting that healing, because that's really what it's all about. But if you continue to leave these patches and these wounds unhealed, they will become a problem. They will hinder you from your best life that you've been trying to live. Our message, not me, but someone out there is feeling the need to walk away from a relationship. I'm feeling, but that this, from what I'm seeing, this is your moment now. um, and really bring about that king energy that you do have. If it is a person that you do love and cherish, you might have to just really decide what's better for you now. Is it you or the other person? And sometimes it really just depends on you. What does your heart tell you to? You know. So yeah, that was nice. That was nice. Um, again, um, I was really led to do this. So I normally don't do this at work, but no problem. I had nothing to do, and I was already meditating, couldn't concentrate. So I was like, you know what? Let's just pull some cards and see what's up with today. So thank y'all for watching Papa Ken's Corner. I'm your boy Papa Ken. Y'all have a very blessed Monday. Peace.